find this happens a lot. It's right when the change is about to happen. Like right when you're about to start seeing that progress you're looking for is when you give up. So go in it for the long game if you can. Common questions. Let's just start with the one that I'm getting the most often. Should you strength train or should you just do Pilates? I don't know where the Pilates is better for EDS conversation came from. I have no idea how it started. I am a huge proponent that two things get to be true at the same time, but not when they're completely contradictory of each other. And you cannot say that Pilates is better for EDS because it's less of a load on your system, and also say Pilates is enough load on your system to be considered strength training. That doesn't really make logical sense. We know the benefits of strength training, whether you're hypermobile or not, drastically increase your quality of life. They decrease your risk for osteoporosis, which as women is so important. They decrease your risk of falls. They decrease your risk of fractures, hip fractures, which leads to death a lot of the time in women. It literally can save your life.
It's not an exaggeration. The mortality rates after hip fracture is in I think the 90s. Either way, those statistics are morbid.
Yeah, they're not good.
You don't want good. And that's men or women. Yeah. If you're curious, more people really advocating for this of what does muscle mass really do for you from a skeletal health, a mental health, some people talk about it as a sixth vital sign. Gabrielle Lyon is a big advocate of this. And if you want consumer friendly material around that, that's a great place to start. If you don't know if you're hypermobile and you're like, what do I do? That's literally why we're here. It is safe because we've watched countless people be safe in it in multiple ways.
It's not just safe, it's life-changing. Not just for your long-term health, but short-term as well. Just doing something that you didn't think you were capable of doing brings such a level of confidence to yourself that you can do hard things and handle the symptoms that your body's giving you in such a new way. I think that's very underrated. The mental side of lifting heavy things should be talked about more, let alone the physical benefits. Just the mindset shifts that come along with showing up for yourself, doing something that you know is really, really hard. That's important as humans. And I'm not saying that Pilates isn't hard. Pilates is hard. I also do enjoy Pilates. I actually don't love it, but I know a lot of people who do. And you can do Pilates and strength train. They are not mutually exclusive, but you need to be strength training. You don't need to do Pilates, but you need to be strength training, period. I will die on that hill. I just will.
And that strength training doesn't have to look a certain way. If you don't ever want to lift a barbell, you don't have to.
Yes. We would love if you did.
If you want to,
it's awesome, but doesn't mean you have to.
And you might go in phases of, for a period of your life, lifting a barbell makes sense. For a period of life, free weights or machines or something else makes sense. I'm a big advocate of the idea that heavy is subjective, right? I don't love these standardized of women should be able to do X, Y, and Z, this sort of really standard across the board. This means you're strong. I don't think that's true. Humans love certainty. We love this very clear checklist of stuff to be able to accomplish. It doesn't make sense because all of our bodies are built differently. All of our genetics are a little bit different. You might be more predisposed to build muscle than I am, and that's okay.
Yep.
And so to have us meet the same goals with these really different backgrounds is silly.
And that is a question we get asked a lot is, why is it so hard for me to build muscle? And it is harder if you are hypermobile. It just takes longer when you're hypermobile. Your wound healing is different. Your connective tissue is built differently. And we find that creating muscle mass takes longer in this population. And so a lot of the times we'll hear clients be really frustrated because their friends and family started a gym thing and got results after a month, and they've been doing it for 3 months and they feel like they're not making progress. And it's not that you're not making progress. We, one, just might not have objectively labeled that progress. 2, we might be comparing ourselves instead of meeting ourselves where we're at. And 3, we might not be giving ourselves enough time. And I find this happens a lot. It's right when the change is about to happen. Right when you're about to start seeing that progress you're looking for is when you give up. So go in it for the long game if you can.
Trust the process is so cliche. I get it. It is, but it's true. Cliches exist for a reason. And this is one where it's like, you've really got to trust the process long haul. I see strength training like an investment portfolio. You are not going to see the benefits of this for a while. You might in some like short-term dopamine hits, okay, I'm getting this, that sort of thing. But like the real, like, thank goodness I did this. And like, I couldn't have like gone back and fixed this later sort of thing. Like the sooner you start, the better. Like when you do your retirement accounts and that sort of thing, you are doing it for current you and for future you. And you don't want to get to 60, 70, whatever, and be like, man, I really should have.
Yeah.
That's the thing that we really hope we can help people prevent, that sort of hope and wish. Not to say that if you're 60 or 70, this isn't still a good time to start.
Always a good time. It's always a good time to try something hard and helpful for your system.